Hello, hello, and welcome back to Real Gremlin Hours, featuring everyone's favorite gremlin.
Hi, that's me.
So I got a question for you.
Already? All right.
Yeah. If this is our Sadako chapter,
Yeah.
what do you think the next chapter is going to be about?
I guess by a process of elimination, it'd have to be Rika, right?
Maybe.
Either Rika or maybe we get the Keiichi chapter. I don't know. I'm torn between does the first chapter count as the Rena chapter or the Keiichi chapter? How are we determining who the chapter is about? The second chapter is like I guess supposed to be the Mion chapter, but it's really more about Shion.
Yeah, huh?
Even though like we do get some insight into Mion's historical involvement with the Tanagashi annual killings. In the second chapter, the first chapter is supposedly Rena's chapter, and while we see her going like knife crazy, the only people we see killing on screen is Keiichi.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. If it's not Rika, then I guess we're getting the Keiichi chapter next. Would be my go-to. He would be the last. He would be. It's just those two left in the core cast, right?
Suppose so.
I guess what I could do is I could just look at the images on the Steam.
But where would the fun be
images
in that?
For the games? But I'm not gonna do that. At least until I have to download Volume 4, because I have blissfully forgotten whoever it was on the cover of Volume 4 right now. No, why did I hit start?
All right.
Welcome
to Chapter 3. We're starting over.
Chapter 3. We're starting for the top. Why is it all wide? The difficulty is the worst. I love the difficulty is the worst. That is...
How difficult has it been so far?
Not very bad.
You're looking for continue.
I'm looking for continue is what I want. You're right. You're so right. Do you want to control this?
No.
Okay. Oh, right, and we got a really sweet piece of the two... God damn it, this game is going to ruin me. Again, people... I know we talked about this. I am a sucker for found family narratives.
Oh, really?
Oh, well...
Your parents came home, huh?
Ugh, they smelled like energy drinks and their eyes were all bloodshot. They said they had a crazy amount of stuff to do and were up 2 whole nights in a row. Adults have it rough.
Your dad is an artist, right? They really do have it rough.
What are you an artist of, Rena?
What?
Why do you know artists have it rough? What are you an artist of? Just answer the question. It's not hard.
Damn, I'm so annoyed I didn't have a snappy answer there.
I thought you were going to just say like an artist of murder.
You tossed me a softball and I just fumbled it.
Usually when we do little quick bits like that, it's like an easy, like we don't even try to go that deep on it. This was, you're out of practice.
Yeah. I'm off my A game.
Mm-hmm.
I think of it, he was, wasn't he? I'd very much like to see what kind of things he draws sometime.
An artist, huh? I've seen a number of watercolor and acrylic paintings on display, but he had to have been doing some other job as well. Just what did he do exactly? I wonder. He didn't let anyone into his workshop after all. I wanted to sneak a peek one day. See, we were having this discussion about whether or not Keiichi is actually allowed or has seen those parts of the house. And it does seem like Mr. Maebara does keep part of it to himself.
Perhaps
Now, that
so.
could be innocent. Maybe he just really doesn't want anyone else in his studio. I get that. I have a hard time writing and stuff when other people are around, even if they're not looking at what I'm doing. But it could also be for, murder reasons.
So the house was empty for 2 days after all that. That didn't leave much time. So, Kei-chan, did you manage to go after the character who was in your heart? The absence of parents is a must-have for eroge protagonists. He built up a lot of relationship points and raised all the right flags.
I have no idea what any of you are talking about. Also, this this is the 80. Like, well, how far along is like visual novel gaming at this point?
I have no idea.
As a me like, I got because like obviously video games are a thing by now, but like I'm still thinking 80s. It's like largely arcade based, right? Because like when does the Nintendo Entertainment System come out? Something like a home console, or the Atari. Huh. I have no idea what they're. This might be an anachronism, but that's fine because it's funny.
That means you don't need to cook for yourself anymore, Keiichi-kun. What did you make last night?
I made disappointment. Ugh. In the end, I didn't make a single thing myself. Last night's dinner, well, it was vegetable stir-fry.
Wow, Kei-chan, you can make a little bit of real cooking now, huh? You made vegetable stir-fry. Did it come out good? Did it?
Well, first I filled the entire wok with oil.
Rena-san, you're being unpleasant. Are you clinging to me?
A delicious meal and friendly dishwashing together. How nice, how nice.
Hey, I said you're being unpleasant.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Mion completely out of the loop. Mion, utterly confused, asked me for clarification, but I just barely, albeit transparently, averted my eyes.
Right. Does anyone have plans for this afternoon? You don't, do you? Do you?
Why? Today was Saturday, the beautiful day on which we're liberated for the confines of the school in the afternoon. Actually, the school in Hinamizawa had slightly different Saturdays than those of the city. There were a lot of students here who brought a bento, ate it at lunch, and went to play in the school or around the schoolyard. I'd say the entire school turned into a children's playground. There were mountains behind the school, and if you went down that way, you'd find mountain streams. You could avoid the strong sunlight and make conversation in the classroom if you wanted to. Also play hide and seek in the construction pipes. Of course, you were free to go home as well. There were some kids who went home and helped water the fields or tend to stores. Mion was bringing up the afternoon like this. Must have been for some crazy big club event. What, you're not going to go to your day job with your sister? Do they know about Shion? No, because Mion doesn't bring up Shion if she can avoid it. Right? Like, once the cat's out of the bag, she'll talk kind of freely about it. But she's not going to be the one to volunteer that information.
Seems like it.
Yeah. I suspect Rena might already know. But, who knows? Just because, like, then again, she did act as if she didn't in chapter 2. Whatever, it's not important. This isn't the Shion chapter. It's the Sadako chapter. Get out of here. However, sadly, I had something I needed to do before taking part in whatever it was.
You have work. That's unlucky.
I wonder what kind of work it is. Maybe helping his father with his artwork job.
He did ask me to be a model once, back in chapter 2.
Or being a model for his father's art. A model. A nude one.
Stop it. I looked into Rena's eyes and saw myself completely naked in a questionable pose with a single rose in my mouth. Rena! No, I want to do that for 1,000,000 yen. To get rid of Rena's delusions, I grabbed her head and swung it from side to side.
Keiichi, how many yen would it take?
What? More than you have? I think?
I'll do my best. Stop!
Sorry. Leaving your fanciful delusions aside, I have something to do real quick during lunch. I'm okay to meet up with you after I'm done, though.
Work during lunch. I see. That sounds kind of cool, actually. What could it be? Are you having a banquet with VIP experts, like a business lunch?
Ugh. This is truly sad, but you're absolutely 100% right.
What?
Everyone shouts wildly, surprised. A VIP banquet lunch? Oh, what? Oh. It was true. Today I'd be on the job with my family. For my dad's job, he was having about 10 people from the publishing agency over for a house party. Oh, this is new. He called people from work for a party the day after having stayed up 2 nights in a row. I'm amazed at their vitality. Adults have it pretty rough. Of course, it'd be incredibly uncomfortable for me. It'd be really tiring to have to force myself to smile at some old dudes I didn't know. But they were my dad's important business connections, so offending them would be bad. With all that said, it was going to get very uncomfortable for me today, starting at lunch.
Well, well, what an intelligent child. This is my son, Keiichi. Keiichi, this is Honda-san. He's a publisher.
Have we heard that name before? Honda-san. I don't think so.
And this person here is Inoue-san, who works as a printer.
I'm going to have to check my list of names.
Say your hellos.
Hello, my name is Keiichi. I appreciate all you've done for my father.
Hey, Chikun, do you draw pictures like your father does? I would very much like to see them.
My dad has such a brazen occupation, that of an artist. Although I don't really know what kinds of things he creates. I don't really care, and I don't want to see anyway. Dad's so tight-fisted about it, so he doesn't show them to me very often anyway. I'm not a kid anymore, so I wouldn't care at all if they were pictures of naked ladies or anything. Is that what his dad... Is his dad a porn artist? Does his dad draw hentai? Is that what his dad does? That's a respectable job. Someone's got to draw the porn that keeps the world moving. Actually, you know what? Maybe his dad's an ally. Maybe his dad draws BL stuff.
If you study under your father as an apprentice, you'd be able to become a great artist like him, too.
Excuse me, this is just between you and me, but my dad, is he really that great of an artist? I readied myself and whispered my question. It seemed odd for a son to be asking this, but when I did, he gave me this really strange grin and tightly clamped down onto my shoulders.
Yes, he is truly a fantastic artist.
Is that so? I'm glad to hear it.
There are no purchase restrictions, he does fan service, and he always answers the letters he gets. He has an inquisitive mind, always on the prowl for what the world needs. Taking off your socks? Absolutely not. And that goes for glasses and school uniforms too. Maebara-sensei understands these things perfectly. Every event sees him along the wall with a huge lineup.
Mr. Maebara. Mr. Maebara, the manga artist. But he really wanted to get into landscapes, didn't he? He really wanted that to be his gig, and yet nope. This is what pays the bills in the Maebara household.
Trained my whole life to draw fucking landscapes, and the only thing people will pay for is furries with 3-foot dongs.
Another commission for, what is this? A furry with, quote, gigantic knockers. Ugh. You can only draw breasts this big in so many different ways before you start repeating yourself. Actually, I don't know that that's true. I feel like I should just clarify here. We're not making fun of people who choose to do do porn artwork for a living, because that's awesome. Like I said, people need it. It's good.
And you gotta pay the bills.
Yeah. And I follow a couple of porn artists on Cohost who like do that as like just this is what they like doing, and it's like, yeah, there is a lot of room for personal expression and fulfillment in doing porn art. Which, I don't know, as someone whose ace, it doesn't super always land with me, but, like, I can respect it, you know? What I'm saying is we're not making fun of people for doing this. I am making fun of Mr. Maebara for trying to keep up the image of someone who does watercolors while he's making furry commissions, though. His pictures, they're not ones you hang on the wall?
Not at all. In the beginning, everyone starts in the islands, and then to their corners, and finally climbing up to the corners of the larger paths. The final destination is the famous wall. You, too, please become a great artist who can display his works in unison with Maebara-sensei. I'll cheer you on.
It's fine to have a lot of passion for the things you like, but I didn't get it. But it seems the world of art ran pretty deep. It's probably much deeper world than I could have imagined. I decided to leave it at that.
Keiichi still has no idea what's going on.
Then I realized my mom was calling me from the other side of the room.
Keiichi, it's the phone. It's a friend of yours.
Calling him Mr. Maebara because the manga artist they needed for that chapter wasn't available. Fast forward 20 years in the future, Mr. Maebara is wildly popular and still trying to write the final pages of his ongoing serial from a hospital bed. Ugh. A lucky break. Maybe I could get out of this uncomfortable business party by using a friend's phone call as an excuse. I scampered over to the front door and snatched up the receiver my mom had left there. Actually, you know what? I know how Mr. Maebara's art now ties into the themes of this game.
Yeah?
Yep. Mr. Maebara is going to be drawing femboy art.
Yeah?
Yep. That's what it is. And that's going to be Keiichi's first exposure to the idea of cross-dressing as a thing outside of the punishment games.
To be fair, that was that whole thing you mentioned where his dad was like, oh, a perfect model.
Yep.
When did that happen?
Yep. Right when Keiichi was cross-dressing. I'm just saying, it all fits. It's all coming together. Anyway, trans-rena theory.
Who's this?
Hello, it's me. Hello, it's me.
Who is this response?
I don't know.
That reads like Sadako.
A little bit.
Hello, me. That is not how you answer the phone, Keiichi-san. I implore you, learn how to choose your words more properly.
I was of the opinion that the person speaking to me had a far stranger way of talking. Oh, it's Sadako! It's unusual for you to call my house. What's up?
This is not the time for pleasantries. Keiichi-san, when are you going to be able to come?
Oh, sorry. It looks like this is going a bit long. I can't get them to let me go. I want to go do things with the club now, but...
That's not it, Keiichi-san. It wasn't about the club today. It's a real battle.
Sadako's voice was different from normal. I could feel the urgency in it drifting through the phone. A real battle? That doesn't sound good at all. What is the situation?
I'll explain the particulars when we meet. Anyway, this is a terrible crisis. This rate we're gonna lose.
What on earth was going on? Could it have been a fight? I didn't know who they were, but laying a hand on someone from Hinamizawa was absolutely a terrible idea. Right then, I got it. I'll come and reinforce you right away. Where are you at?
We're on the Okonomiya Elementary School campus. There are signs at the station. You should be able to figure it out. We're in a huge hurry.
The school campus. Situation could have a lot of people involved. Could it have turned into an all-out brawl? Did Rena finally snap and kill someone? Who's the enemy here anyway? Oh, I'm on fire! I got it. I'll be there soon. Should I bring a weapon with me? Like a metal baseball bat or something?
You have a metal bat? That would be fantastic! For multiple reasons. We will wait for you here.
The call cut off abruptly. I needed to hurry.
Oh, Keiichi, I was looking for you. Deguchi-san here was hoping that for his next dojinshi...
Now's not the time! No, I'm not gonna model for his doji... Stop this, please. Don't we have a bat? A metal bat! If not, then anything long will do.
If anything long will do, then my golf clubs are in the storage room.
Didn't have the same kind of impact, but a golf club was a splendid weapon too. Later than a baseball bat, may be easier for me to use. Also, you can really easily sneak them underneath your school uniform if you're trying to get into June S or something. Thanks! I'm borrowing one. I really need to go see my friends for something. It's urgent. Sorry.
Keiichi, wait a minute.
I grabbed a golf club, jumped on my bike, and headed straight for town. Wait for me, Sadako. I'll be right there. Just hold out until then.
Hey, Keiichi, I need you to show up immediately. Bring a blunt weapon. I'm sure that'll end well.
I don't see how it could go wrong. I didn't actually know where the Okonomiya Elementary School was, but Sadako's phone call seemed to demand urgency, so I rushed out without asking her to get there. If I went to the station, there would be signs. At least I felt that's like what she said. Then I heard a jingling of a bicycle bell from behind me.
Hello there.
Hey, Rika-chan.
Keiichi, you came quickly. You put the pedal to the metal.
Damn, this isn't the time to be out of breath. I need to hurry. I'm so sorry. Where is Okinomiya Elementary?
I'll show you the way. Come along with me.
Rika-chan rode off on her bike. I followed her. Sadako suddenly called me out here, but what on earth is going on anyway?
At first, we had the advantage. However, they called in a helper.
Is it something going on at the game store?
It's bad manners.
A helper? What cowards, calling for reinforcements the minute they realize they lose.
They're taking everyone out one by one. We can't put a dent in them.
Gulp, sounds like they were pretty strong. Anyway, I'll ask about it later. We don't have time, right? Please hurry.
Leave it to me.
With Rika-chan leading the way, we headed straight for the elementary school grounds. I asked Rika-chan something during that time. Seemed all the club members besides me were a part of this fight. So what Mion was trying to tell everyone was that this would happen? If I had known that, I would have just ditched my family job. But it was too late for regrets. According to Rika-chan, we had a one-sided advantage at the start, but our angry foes had brought in a powerful ally. The club members put up a resistance and went against them one by one, but apparently they couldn't stand up to them. The combined efforts of the whole club couldn't win? Just what kind of monster is this guy?
He's amazing. This enemy is orthodox.
Orthodox? Weren't using thuggish brawling tactics, but had actually studied karate or something? Is that what she meant?
No, Greek Orthodox.
Oh,
Keiichi is our last ray of hope now.
praise Zeus? I don't. What? That's not the right
That's
one.
not quite right, but
Why do you know that? Okinomiya Elementary came into view. I could hear many voices raising hell over there. Whoa, Mion! Rena! Sadako! I'll be there soon! I'll crush them all at once! There were a lot of bicycles left out in front of the school. I left mine there next to them in the same way. I could tell there were a lot of people flooding the campus. With the two armies in the midst of a huge, no-holds-barred brawl. I took my golf club in hand. I swung it. I felt the sensation of it sticking firmly to my palm. Great. The feedback wasn't bad at all. I'm gonna go all out with this thing. I dashed at breakneck speed to the school gate, swinging it around. Come with me, Rika-chan. I'll show you what the mighty manly warrior Keiichi Maebara can really do. We're getting the Studio Key episode.
yeah, it's time for the baseball episode. Wow, Keiichi, you're so reliable. You're going to rampage with a golf club.
Rika-chan applauded me, though a little dryly, lauding my valiance. The manly Keiichi Maebara put it behind him and headed for the place where he may die.
But Keiichi, why did you bring a golf club today?
I had no choice. First I figured a baseball bat would have been good, but we don't have one at my house. A golf club was far better than going barehanded, so I brought one.
How very excellent. I will give you a pat on the head. I can't wait to see your golf club rampage.
Despite the emergency situation, Rika-chan reached up and stroked me on the head. Hey, this is no time for jokes. Huh? Crack. Just then an extremely loud metallic sound rang out, and heard many people cheering.
Left. We missed.
You get second base, go!
Center, calm down. Send it to third.
The center fielder caught the ball and after a brief pause sent it flying to third base. He had pitched it wildly and might get there. He gave up on its second, threw it to third with time to spare. Instructions from the bench, they were solid. Wait, what?
Oh, Keiichi-kun's here. Sadako-chan, Keiichi-kun's here.
You gotta watch out for their southpaw.
You're late. Loafing around is only okay when you can do it at the bread shop.
Who the fuck are you? No, really. Who the fuck are you?
This Maebara-kun kid, will he really be able to save us?
I feel like this is the first time I've really had nothing to say about who the fuck are you in this game. That's
Who do you think
Wow.
it could be?
okay. So you've got a sprite.
Who have we heard of that we haven't been introduced to yet? Or is it someone totally new?
Let's see. There's a couple of ways this could go. Rena knows a couple of baseball players.
Yeah.
So it could be one of Rena's friends that we don't know about yet. I was trying to think, is there a way this is Satoshi? But I don't think it could be, not with Sadako's reaction. Because Sadako would be more like, bro, my Nini. Right? That's what this reunion would be like. Do we know of any other kids? Because he looks about... They look to be about the same age as... What are they doing? They've got like the Bayonetta pose with their back there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You ever see Bayonetta's if just like standing pose and where she's like got her back arched out like that so her tits are really far forward?
I have spine problems.
That would make it hard to swing a baseball bat, I assume.
That's why we need you.
I see. Have we mentioned anyone else? There have been a couple mentions of other kids in Hinamizawa. I don't know if any that were the same age as like Keiichi, Rena, and Mion. You have Hina written on your baseball uniform, which is wild when you consider that the Hinamizawa baseball team comes from a school that's runs out of a building of the forestry department. So I don't know what to make of that. I don't know. Maybe Mion's uncle provided it.
So far, he's the only one we see in a baseball uniform as well.
Yep, everyone else is just showing up in whatever. So you are extra. Very extra, and baseball is your personality. I'm guessing one of Rena's friends?
Maybe so.
Maybe from her old school?
We're up against that elite school's ace left arm, Kameda-kun.
Oh, Kameda-kun! Yeah, that's the southpaw they were up against.
Yeah.
I was talking about.
To be able to beat a Koshien class pitcher, he must be a god. It's okay. I'm sure that Keiichi-kun can turn the tables.
No, really, who are you?
He's really a dependable person.
Are you...
He's a monster with a bat.
Well, that's funny. Are you the mayor's daughter? I don't know what other... It's not one of the kids that Keiichi bullies. Is he the one that's, like, also a sharpshooter? What's the name of that kid? Hold on. Rena was introducing people around town. Yes, hold on. I'm going to look this up. Is it Daisuke or Takazo? One of the two people we heard about in the first chapter, maybe. Murmur.
What? He's the pinch hitter we brought in to take out left arm Kamedo with his bullet fastball? The one who had one no-hit, no-run game after another during the regional qualifiers, the undefeated demon pitcher of Ooshima. The super high school level pitcher that had already been marked by professional scouts. He's gonna win against him?
What?
Some greenhorn pitcher like that is no match for Keiichi-san. He'll send his throws all the way to back screen for an easy victory.
Murmur.
There was a slugger like that in this prefecture?
Oh, I had no idea.
He must have gone under the radar.
Hey, that scout stood up.
Hey, take a picture.
His full name is Keiichi Maebara. I'll look him up in the database and send his history to our office.
I'm sorry, what's happening here? Guys, y'all are writing checks that I don't think I can cash. Which one is Keiichi Maebara? Pictures! A whole lot of sports journos, led by Sadako, gripped their cameras tightly and searched for the rumored Keiichi Maebara. As for me, I was so dazed at what was happening that frozen placed my golf club up in the air.
Keiichi-san, over here. Huh?
The camera people stared at me through their viewfinders, and just like I had, they turned to stone. In the hands of their gallant pitch hitter, Keiichi Maebara, was a golf club. Nobody could seem to understand why I was holding something like this. And at this point, neither did I. Cheep. A cold, greasy sweat dripped from me. First one to break the inordinately awkward silence was Rena.
Keiichi-kun.
Yeah, what's up?
May I ask you a question?
Please don't. Psychic waves of my entreaty flowed out from my face along with my sweat, and somehow seemed to reach the two of them. The deathly quiet reporters all parted, as Moses once parted the sea. But Moses probably didn't go through the parted seas this quietly. If you were playing baseball, then tell me that from the start, for fuck's sake!
This is how everyone learns that Keiichi would absolutely bike across town to kill someone with a golf club for them.
No
All it would
questions.
take is one phone call.
Yep. I'm ride or die, okay?
Did I not say that? I mean, I told you to come to the campus with a baseball bat. What else could you have thought it was? What manner of thinking caused you to mistakenly bring a golf club here instead?
I think Keiichi-kun must have done it on purpose to lighten our moods and get us pumped, I think.
Are we just not gonna explain whoever the fuck that was? Rena smiled bitterly and covered for me with all her might. Please believe her, everyone. I'm begging you.
Keiichi loves golf. Pat, pat.
Rika-chan started patting my head, a broad grin on her face all the while. I pushed her hand away and grabbed her from behind by her suspenders and picked her up like a kitten.
Meep.
Rika-chan! Why didn't you tell me it was a baseball game when we met at the station? I wouldn't have had to suffer such a disgrace.
Nipa.
Rika-chan's smile was like the sun, so incredibly innocent. Ugh, she's glowing. Wonder if I wore... What SPF is my sunscreen? When I saw Rika-chan's radiant smile, I couldn't help but feel like I could forgive anything she did. However, if Rika-chan thought I would, then she had another thing coming. Anyway, this is your punishment. Rena?
Meep.
Rika-chan still plucked up in my hand. I offered her to Rena. That's right. The kittenified Rika-chan sent Rena's voltage into overcharge.
Ah, I'll take her. Rena will take her. Ah, so cute.
Hop, spinny, spinny. Rena stuck out her tongue like a chameleon, like a chameleon, and preyed upon Rika-chan while spinning her around. See? Trans. Skirt go spinny, spinny.
Rika-chan's so cute. Ah. Meep. Meep.
Rena held her tight as a vise and began to get her fill of rubbing her cheek into Rika-chan's. Her cheeks rubbed together tightly. Rika-chan's face, it looked like it was being crushed by Rena's.
I do not know what has happened, but it appears like Rika has gotten her just desserts.
We haven't seen Mion.
We
Is this
haven't.
Mion in boy mode? Yeah, I recently found out that Rika-chan isn't only cute.
Ah, I got Keiichi-kun's permission. I'm gonna take you home. Meep. Meep. Meep.
Rika's like, I don't want to go home to the murder basement. For the moment, I just gave her a 3-minute timeout. By the way, Sadako, that urgent call was for a baseball game?
Oh yeah, that's correct. Then you had a house party with your family, right? Suppose I was wrong to ask, but in times of trouble like these, you obviously must prioritize friends over family.
Feels like that's what I was supposed to be saying, not you. It was just a business party for my dad, I suppose. I honestly felt glad to be called out here. I don't know where that conversation was going about Dojin and me getting involved, but I'm glad I don't know anymore. So what's the crisis situation like? 6 to 7? Which means our... See, that's what I was thinking wrong about. When he said magazine, that has a different implication in Japan than it would to me as an American. That's where I went wrong. See, it wasn't... Yeah, okay. Yeah. No, I just got fucking... white guy clowned all over myself just then. 6 to 7 reached, our team is losing, huh? Huh? 2 outs to the bottom of the 9th? What the hell? This game is almost about to end.
Would have had a little more time if you'd gotten here sooner. You have any idea how difficult it was for us to hold out this long?
All right, I'm sorry. Okay, so what am I doing? Am I going to be a pinch hitter? Just leave it to me. I may not look like it, but I went to batting cages a lot before I moved here. My dad went there for fun, and I used to go with him pretty often. I'm pretty confident about just hitting the bat with the ball, but... Vroom. A tremendous sound rang out, the likes of which I'd never heard before. The catcher's mitt trembled, sending up a light cloud of dust, telling me the tremendous sound had come from the ball. Hey now, wait a second. What's up with that crazy fastball anyway? Did that break the sound barrier?
Surprise.
So it's not Mion in boy mode.
Yeah,
Mion seems like she would have a boy mode.
that's a bona fide Koshien level pitcher. Don't you know about Left Arm Kameru-kun, the high school ace, famous in sports magazines?
Yeah, we heard about him in chapter 1. I mean, sorry, can't say that I do. Wait, Mion, what happened to you? Mion showed up, and to my surprise, she was wrapped up in bandages. Just what on earth happened?
Well, you came late, so I guess we need to explain from the beginning.
Oh, already done with Rika-chan?
Yep, I had a lot of fun and she's so cute. She's so soft and fluffy and squishy. I could eat just her cheeks 3 meals a day. Meep, I can't get married anymore.
You know what? No, we're just moving on. We're just moving on. I wonder how Rika-chan's cheeks would taste if you could eat them 3 times a day. I almost flipped my own delusion switch, but I put a stop to it using logic. I was an adult.
He's decidedly still a child.
Rena, you won't get all the nutrients you need by only eating Rena's cheeks. Or Rika's cheeks. Alright, explain away. How did things get screwed up enough that a Koshien relief pitcher ended up in a baseball game for fun? Also, who is this person? Everyone exchanged glances, then Rena spoke for all of them.
At first, well, it was just a normal baseball game. It's nothing much, just a little grudge match between the Hinamizawa Fighters and the Okinomiya Titans. We were just having a grand old time, really nothing much.
Well, in simpler terms, it was an intramural match. A match to settle the grudge between Hinamizawa and Okinomiya.
We say grudge, but it's all pretty peaceful and friendly.
Okay, so why is our whole club a part of it? Some of you are wearing uniforms and some of you aren't. As I checked, we weren't the school baseball team.
That is, well, it was pretty irresponsible. They happened to have some players who couldn't make it today. They were pretty down in the dumps, so we ended up getting involved post-haste.
I see. So if there weren't enough members, anyone could come to the rescue. Whether boy or girl, and no matter what grade they were in. This jumbled-together feeling was the hallmark of our school. Rika-chan told me we were crushing them at the beginning.
Me is an amazing batter. She was hitting home runs left and right.
Mion proudly stuck out her chest. Doing so seemed to hurt her somehow, so she groaned pathetically. Alright, because she's covered in bandages right now. Not that it's not reflected in the art, but she is wounded.
Yes, yes. Every time Miyazan went up to bat, she hit a home run and brought everyone on the bases in.
Unlike Sadako, she can actually hit the ball.
I am small and a literal child.
Actually, the best thing Sadako could do would probably just be stand up there in a really, really tiny, like make her, because she's really short.
Yeah.
Compared to everyone else. So if she positions herself right, she can have like an almost impossible to hit strike zone. So if Sadako goes up there, just doesn't swing the bat, that puts it on the pitcher to hit her strike zone 3 times in a row, which she isn't going to do, and then Sadako gets a free walk.
Baseball arms race to find smaller and smaller batters to maximize the walk potential.
I'm pretty sure that like there are rules against this in like major league play, but like yeah, what are they going to do?
Rika!
Meep.
You can't get out of everything by just saying meep.
It's always worked so far.
That is true. How come it works for you and not for me?
I love that we gradually learn that Rika is an absolute little shit. Yeah. And just always
Causes
gets
trouble
away
on
with
purpose,
it.
But
Meep. Realizes that she is young enough and cute enough that people will let her do or say whatever.
I know. How about this? Meep.
No.
Meepa.
Oh, no.
What? What was wrong with that? Why are you looking at me so... Rika!
Alright, I think I got the gist of it. You were having a pretty easy time until that Koshien pitcher showed up.
That's right, it was all us at the beginning. Maybe we didn't get all that many points, but we were always getting people on the bases. And Kameda-kun just happened to show up to watch the game today.
Apparently, Kameda attends a fairly well-known school in our prefecture that frequently sent people to Koshien. And this man, known as the ace of their baseball team, Kameda, seemed to be quite skilled. Now that I thought about it, it was certainly strange to see cameramen with journalist armbands here to watch a casual baseball game out in the sticks like this.
I heard that when Kameda was little, he was on the Okinomiya Titans. You figured it out, right? His old team was losing, so that's why he jumped in as relief pitcher and took the mound. Now it's just terrible. We can't even hit any foul balls, much less get anyone on base.
But still, a Koshien pitcher barging in. 'Tis unfair. We were just playing for fun. 'Cause you know, we here at the club always play just for fun.
I guess this wasn't their thing, they just kind of got invited into it, but, you know. All the boys wearing the little Hirumizawa fighters uniform were hanging their heads in disappointment. I knew almost all their faces. Is everyone here a classmate? Oh, I see. We're the only school in Hirumizawa, after all. Oh, it's Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun. You're on the baseball team, too?
Maebara-san.
Ugh. His uniform was brand new and not very dirty, fresh off the presses. You see handmade banners with their names written on them in the grandstands. I see their families came to root for them in their debut game today.
Okamura said he just got his bat today as a present from his dad.
The brand new bat sparkled. That kind of present a man just has to perform well.
Practice swinging a whole lot just for today. You know, people going around practicing their swing. Tomita-san, well, he went too far and tore the skin off his hand, you see, unfortunately.
His torn hand looked like it hurt, but from that injury you could sense his backbone. I get it, guys. You wanted to make your big moment a good one. So who's the guy with the Sprite? Vroom! The savior of the Okinomiya Titans could hear the sounds of this Kameda-kun's tremendous fastball practice.
Won't it be really funny if it just doesn't tell us and you're left to stew on that for a while?
Is that what it's gonna do? Is that what's gonna happen? Is this like a Mio thing where like they didn't get a Sprite introduced until later on and they backfilled it? So now we get the Sprite when a person really doesn't need one in this chapter, but like it's consistent this way? That wasn't an answer.
It wasn't, was it?
That was no joke. Definitely on a level far above high school kids. But at his level, like, he clearly couldn't have been interrupting a grass lot game, grudge match though it may have been. He should have understood how much better he was, too. This guy, is he being serious against opponents like these?
Yup. Rena thinks it's immature.
Shouts out to the kid who is now forever immortalized as the one kid in the foreground of Higurashi when they cry. Goes to play baseball. This kid right here, who like unlike all the other times where like RO7 takes care to make sure everyone's anyone in the photos are kind of in the back and indistinguishable. This kid is, even with the filter, perfectly distinguishable. That kid somewhere knows that's him or her and is like, check me out, I'm in this game. But his eyes grew harsh. Took a lot to get Rena mad. As for Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun, they were sniffling, fighting back tears. We heard another tremendous noise from the mitt. I turned around and this left-arm Kameda-kun guy was looking at us and grinning boldly.
Anyway, that's how it is. Now that it's come to this, we have no choice. We have to engage in real battle.
Awesome. I have not practiced baseball in forever, and I'm going to strike out. Yeah, looks like we have to get serious.
Yep, and then we tried getting serious, but then Mi-chan went out with a bang.
Neon, embarrassed, scratched her head, and then a moment later doubled over in pain. Went out with a bang, but how on earth did she end up getting injured like this?
It'll take a really long time to explain. One thing I could say is that she came up empty even though she pushed herself that hard.
I risked my life, and I couldn't even get 1 point.
Did she try to pull an inside the park home run or something?
Our secret plan did nothing, and now we're very sad.
Oh, you guys were trying to pull some shenanigans, huh? Some Savannah Banana shenanigans. Oh, that was really fun to say.
It is, isn't it?
I couldn't even imagine what sort of secret plan it was, but must have been crazy enough to get her that badly hurt. Still, though, we're still playing baseball thanks to you failing, right?
Yep, maybe Michan's last resort wasn't very baseball-like, I think.
We have no other recourse now, do we? Means that we need to settle the score front and center, in a manner befitting a baseball game.
That's right, we have to settle it like baseball. Ha 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 ha.
I think normal people would have given up and gone for a frontal attack. But as a member of our club, I wasn't about to accept that so easily. Like baseball, huh? I don't know. If we look at it like a baseball game, then we can't be picky, can we?
It is our club's creed after all.
That's correct. We can't be picky. That is the virtue of our club.
Rena and Sadako laughed to each other delightfully. It wasn't really a virtue we could brag about, but the best thing about our club was that we never rolled over and gave up.
But the cameras are all watching very closely, so it will be hard to cheat.
Rika-chan spread her arms wide, indicating the array of reporters in the bleachers. She was right. With all those cameramen watching us through those cameras with giant telephoto lenses, foul play would be fairly tough.
That's right. That's the bottleneck. Everyone's eyes are on us, so we can't be too bold. Ow. I never did think Michan's ways were very ladylike, though.
Sadako and Rika-chan both nodded behind Rana. Then let's get down to business. To defeat the Okonomiya Titans. Our team is down 1 run right now.
Plus, it's the bottom of the 9th, and we already have 2 outs. If this old man's plan had gone better, we'd have our bases loaded right about now.
There's no point in lamenting a failed plan. Our club never loses heart. It always goes on to the next one.
Sadako said eagerly, trying to cheer up the downcast Mion, whose secret plan had failed. Does no one else see the person wearing the... Guys, who is that? The person with the Sprite. Who are they? They were just joining in on this conversation like they were a friend of ours. Who are they?
I could use a Sprite. I'm pretty thirsty. Thirsty.
Damn it. It failed, but Sadako still seemed to have another... Sadako, you seem pretty cheerful, which means you've got something up your sleeve, huh?
Keiichi-kun, who do you think she is? It's Sadako-chan, you know. Sadako Hojo-chan.
That was right. We called her Trapmaster Sadako, didn't we?
Real trap shit.
She wouldn't stare at her opponent at the perfect moment, the very end. Everyone in our club knew that she would never ever let her guard down against Sadako, trapaholics.
I may have taught her, but she's grown a lot and doesn't seem to want to stop. Sometimes even I'm astonished at how she overcomes such slim margins.
As long as the probability is not 0.
By the way, me bats next, then Sadako.
We're losing by 1 point, so if we can get the next runner on base, the runner after that could hit a big one and end the match. And that final batter was Sadako? Oh, I know what Keiichi's plan's gonna be. I already figured it out. He's gonna lean in and let himself get hit by pitch.
I see.
Yep. But with the cameras pointed away, they won't be able to claim that he was leaning in on purpose.
See? You feel like we can win now, right?
I can't imagine what she's got set up, but it's gotta be some kind of trap for sure. If I were the opposing pitcher, I'd definitely walk her. So Sadako is gonna hit a home run even in my dreams. But if she's gonna stand in the batter's box normally, without any kind of plan, I can't think of anything else she could do. The fact that you called me here, I see. I think I know where this is going. Meant that I was a necessary piece of Sadako's trap.
I'm excited. I wonder what Sadako will do. I can't wait to see Sadako's walk-off home run either. Kei-chan is indispensable for this. Is that?
Still Mion.
No, I was,
did that get picked up by the mic?
yeah, that's why I was confusing what you were doing. That you're absolutely just drumming directly into the mic.
Oh. Shit, yeah, I am. Enjoy that sound, I guess.
Are we still going? Are we pausing to drum
we're
for a
going.
drum break?
I was just having a moment.
Where were we?
Mion's line, Kei-chan is indispensable.
Kei-chan is indispensable for this. Understand? This is our last chance at creating an upset. We absolutely cannot fail.
So he's pinch hitting for Mion here, got it. Right, that much I know for sure. Just watch. Sadako and I will give you all front row seats to the greatest turnaround victory of all time.
Then I'll explain your instructions, Keiichi-san. Lend me your ear for a moment.
Sadako and I huddled up in a hidden place and held a briefing that anyone watching could tell was suspicious.
Whisper, 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 whisper. Whisper, 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 whisper.
Oh! Whisper, 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 whisper.
I wonder what Maebara-san and Hojo are talking about.
I pray it's not some crazy trick like the one the president used. Our teammates, Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun, seemed very nervous. Rana gave them a wide smile, trying to dispel their anxiety.
It'll be okay, everyone. Sadako-chan and Keiichi-kun will be able to pull this off for us.
But Ryugu-san, we're up against Hikoshi and Pitcher. I don't know if Sadako's traps will be much good.
Now, everyone be silent and watch. You're gonna get to see an interesting game.
Mion, who knew everything about what was to transpire, looked like she was having a hard time stifling the laughter bubbling up within her. She was so terrifying as an enemy, but so reliable as an ally. Mion waved her hands at the umpire.
We've got a pinch hitter. I, Mion Sonozaki, am switching out with Keiichi Maebara.
Are you sure you'll be alright?
The umpire turned an uneasy gaze on the pinch hitter who had jumped in with the golf club.
Don't underestimate Keiichi-kun now.
The members of our club were the only ones grinning with wholehearted confidence, forgetting that my one important and unbeatable quality is my willingness to get hit with a baseball. I'm like the Adam Dunn of Hinamizawa. That's the right one. That's the right guy, right?
I think so.
That's the right guy? Let me know if that was the right guy. I watched a John Boy's documentary once.
We can make it look easy.
The Hinamizawa gang teaches you sign stealing.
But in like the Always Sunny font. The gang learned sign stealing. The gang ruins a chaser's day. Back in chapter 2. Sadako's plan was definitely simple, but scrupulous. It even looked like the entire situation had gone according to her calculations. The fact that we were losing by 1 point. The fact that I had come late. The fact that Sadako was the last batter. It even felt kind of like this had been set up before the game started. There had been a long time out since I got here. During that time, the opposing pitcher, Kameda-kun, took a bathroom break. Even that felt calculated. This is Sadako we're talking about, so maybe she gave him a laxative somehow, calculated to get him to use the bathroom at this exact moment. While he was a long way off, shut up in the bathroom, our plan would begin. The opposing pitcher, Kameda-kun, there he was. In front of the urinal, pleasantly taking care of business. Thought it was only natural he would win at a grass lot game like this, and relaxed enough to relieve himself without a care in the world. Maybe that's how you want it to appear. However, his relaxed state was itself our chance. Right now, you've already conceded to our club. Keiichi reaches up and smashes his head into the tile. That's right. Our victory condition is actual murder. I, too, casually walked into the bathroom. There were 3 urinals. Kameda-kun was doing his business at the farthest one. I went to the one next to him.
Like a psychopath.
Like a fucking psychopath, Keiichi. Normally,
Hey,
you would
bro,
leave
nice
one
dick.
urinal open. Hey, that's a nice dick you've got there. Said no one ever. God. Here's the thing, is like, even if the space between two adjacent urinals was the same as the space between the first and the third here, like if you just removed that one from the wall, like it still wouldn't be okay. You need the buffer. Kameda-kun seemed to notice me. I stood right next to him after all.
Power move, walk over and pee in the same urinal.
Oh, it seems like you got a fly over there. Let me help you with that. Oh, maybe he does have that the doujinshi writing blood in him. Who's gonna be Kameda-kun?
What? Look who it is, the big pinch hitter.
He recalled seeing me swing the golf club around like an idiot. He couldn't seem to resist the urge to laugh. I, however, wasn't frustrated in the slightest. The match had already been won the moment I arrived. The game had been decided as a big upset for our team. So now all I had to do was push things along exactly how Sadako planned. And the one who should be laughing.
I wonder if Keiichi-kun can do it.
He'll be fine. When Keiichi-san is serious, he can do this much before breakfast.
Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun, our underclassmen, asked another question with much trepidation.
Is Maebara really going to be able to beat that pitcher?
You don't feel any confidence in Kei-chan after being in the same class with him? Someday, he could be strong enough to control all of humanity. Join Kei-chan, and you could easily rule the world.
The world?
Our teammates exchanged glances. Did Maebara-senpai really have such incredible strength? Just what kind of strength could that be? My question caused Kameda-kun to stare in bewilderment, and for a moment he didn't know what to say. I'm sorry, I don't think I... Oh.
Sorry, I don't think I heard you right. Could you say that again?
I smiled thinly, looked straight ahead, and said it once more, clearly. I'll say it one more time. Let us win. Right to the point. No threats or beating around the bush or anything. Kameda's brain couldn't figure out the meaning of what I'd said, and I could clearly tell he was confused.
What are you, some kind of moron? Let you win. Are you insane?
I've relayed our demands. What's your reply? Yes or no?
It goes without saying. Like hell I'll let you win. Is your brain broken?
Yes, but not because of this. Kameda didn't hide his bewilderment. He didn't want to be around someone who would babble on like this for another second. His thoughts spilled into his expression. He quickly moved to leave the bathroom. Kameda-kun, what does victory mean for you?
That's a dumb question. Priceless, absolute supremacy. Nothing else can change it.
He grinned lightly as he answered as if to make fun of me. How like a sportsman to say that. Victory decides all, right? No one can change that.
Of course not. No matter what kind of threats or bribes you come to me with, there's nothing valuable enough to make me abandon victory.
I was waiting for those words. I, after spinning around 3.5 times, pointed right at Kameda's face. Then don't you think you should ask? Something worth abandoning your precious victory for. What kind of compensation you could be given?
Holding up a second.
Dick out, right?
Yeah, holding up a second, spinning around 3.5 times. That's a lot of spinning.
Yeah.
He stood there quietly doing a cool spin for a really long time.
And he still hasn't zipped up yet. I'm imagining no one here has zipped.
What are you saying, stupid? There's nothing that could make me do that.
Oh, he was denying it, but he stopped. He stopped. He was waiting. He was waiting for me to present some attractive conditions. In a magazine interview, you said your favorite foods are grilled meat and you don't like sweets. But you lied about that, didn't you?
What?
For example, let's say you went to a grilled meat buffet. What exactly would be on your plate? Pork loin? Korean barbecue? A pile of beef tongue? That wouldn't be it. You wouldn't bring meat with you. It would be all the pudding and gelatin cake you could eat. The kinds a girl would love, pretty, cute, and sweet. You love Western treats like that, don't you? Kameda's face turned utterly pale. Our club already knew that he ate a mountain of desserts when he went to the grilled meat buffet. And we were all well aware of his embarrassment and his weakness for sweets despite his age. Kameda-kun couldn't possibly have known that the particular grilled meat buffet chain in Shishibone was owned by a member of the Sonozaki family. I'll have to be careful when I go to eat with my parents from now on.
Mion teaches Keiichi how to blackmail. No, I love the hearty bone-in.
No! What you like is gentle, soft, cute piles of desserts topped with colorful creams. It almost makes you think of a girl adorned in frills and ribbons, pure and ignorant of shame. Cute desserts like those girls so clear and clean. And with your acne-laden face, your sports cut, and your lust in full display, you sully them. Crunch, crunch, munch, munch. We're getting back to gender. It's just always gonna happen.
Shut up!
Wait, is Kameda trans? Is Kameda transmasculine?
You heard it here first.
And they're bullying a trans person by threatening to out them. Oh no!
You heard it here first. If you like dessert, that makes you trans mask.
That's... Yeah, okay, yeah. I guess that's the official stance. That's right, you eat desserts, but you don't love them. You just dirty them, violate them, and chew them. All you do is relish in the enjoyment of soiling them. This is a really, really healthy way of viewing masculine exploration of the inherently feminine.
You heard it here first. It's gay to eat dessert.
Fellas, is it gay to eat dessert? I didn't say it was gay, I said it was trans. Come on now. Please no more, my secret.
That's not Keiichi's line.
Oh, right.
Please no more. My secret pleasure has been found out. I can't go on living. I have to die.
Idiot, don't end your life so easily. Slam. I hit him on the side of his head as hard as I could. Kameda-kun fell down like a girl. His eyes started watering and he broke. What do you mean fell down like a girl? People fall down when you hit them. I get that I get that this game overall is making some points about gender, but still. Ugh.
I'm probably the only one in the world who thinks those things while eating desserts.
Who probably thinks those things while eating desserts. This really does feel like they're bullying someone for secretly knowing that they're trans, doesn't it? The subtext of this?
No, it doesn't.
It really does.
It definitely doesn't.
I'm probably the only person in the world who feels this way. No one else could understand what it's like for me to feel something so feminine. Oh.
I'm nothing but a pervert pretending to be a proper sportsman.
That's right. You're a pervert. Shwee! This time I didn't hit him. Instead, I clapped my hands down onto his shoulders. Do not cry, Kameda. What's wrong with a man being a pervert? Dun dun!
Huh?
A man ought to be a pervert, but admitting it sets a man apart from those below him. You've been honest to yourself. You could brag about that. You could be arrogant about it. You could be proud of yourself. Instead of blaming him, I told him to have pride in himself. And Kameda-kun couldn't hide his confusion. Oh, I think this is Kameda, right?
No.
Yes, I've been deeply moved by what you've shown me. Desserts are nothing but sweet foods eaten after meals. That's what I thought this whole time, but I was mistaken. And you showed me that. Thanks to you, I can... Starting tomorrow, I'll be able to enjoy my desserts in a completely different way. For example, strawberry shortcake. Strawberry shortcake. Ugh. Kameda's throat cried out. The simplicity of strawberry shortcake, indeed, it's somehow old-fashioned. Like the orthodox maids from the gaudy times of the late 1800s. Not those flirty maids with the short skirts we have now. An orthodox, fully dressed, authentic maid. It's just strawberries, but please, master, I could not prepare any more than this, so please give them a taste. That kind of honesty is unbelievably great. Please give them a taste. Oh, it's such a turn-on.
A turn-on?
Sadako, you came up with this plan? Because there are only strawberries, the soft accented cream decoration ends up looking like frills, laces, and embroidery. She takes it and splits it with her fork for her master, an elegant aristocrat. No, it would be wilder if she took it and sucked on it vulgarly like her bad master in his greasy sweat. No more than that. The dent of the strawberry after plucking it, isn't that even better? And you let your tongue crawl over it. What kind of taste must that be?
This dent after you pick the strawberry.
I can't hold it in anymore. I'll go to Angel Mort on the way home and just gaze at the shortcake until it's sated. The girl's dressed up beautifully just for me. I drive her closer to the trembling maidens, and then one by one I show them. Oh, for everyone I eat, I hold my jaw tight just like this and appraise the goods, wondering who to go for next. Please translate girls as cake, all right? Keiichi-kun seems to be talking about cake combination platters. Emphasis mine. Who's mine? Who's mine? Wait. How seriously do we take this? What? Who's the author? Who's the point of view right now? What is happening?
Dessert is what's happening.
Is that just a dumb joke? Yes. As if cherishing each one, I'll hold my jaw tight like this and gulp. Has there ever been a man such as this who could speak so passionately about a single piece of strawberry shortcake? No, there has not. There's never been, I say. Such passionate feelings are trying to melt away the stubbornness in Kameda's mind. Kameda, I'll say it one more time. Let us win.
But that would...
Then fine. I won't rely on you. I rejected Kameda outright and turn on my heel. Enough, we lost this game, it's over. I don't care about it anymore. Instead, once this game is over, why don't I head down to Angel Mort and get all you can eat of those lovely young ladies, decorated like Western dolls and frills and ribbons. Tonight will be the greatest feast I have ever known.
All you can eat.
Thud. Despite this being the bathroom, Kameda-kun put both his hands on the floor.
I was wrong.
Oh, what's wrong, Kameda-kun? If you have something to say, then say it.
This is the first time I've met someone like you. Until now, I've always thought something was wrong with me, and I had to have fun secretly.
You sure there's not an allegory going on here? All right. Then what are you waiting for, tiny man? I already said, admitting your perversion is what separates the boys from the men. You are a man entitled to pride, specifically during the month of June. Now reach out your hand and show me how great you really are. Come with me and accept that this is our world. Clap. Kameda-kun was crying tears of gratitude, unable to speak. That was the moment we exchanged the most zealous handshake that was ever known, and I had to go wash my hands because I shook hands with a man who had toilet floor on him. The handshake was the bond of our souls, ardent and intense, tight and steadfast. For a long time, we remained that way. It was an enthusiastic handshake, as though we were two brothers separated at birth, embracing each other tightly as though it would give us back the time we had spent apart.
The truest handshake. One between two dudes who haven't washed their hands after pissing.
Man, this last out is taking forever. Yeah, it's been like, what, 40 minutes? Come on now. We got places to be.
That was the moment
They really should have a pitch clock installed, I swear.
That was the moment the man who could pass into legend for eating so much during Angel Mort's all-you-can-eat dessert day that he was banned from the restaurant forevermore was born. He would eventually write in his autobiography that our meeting this day was fate. But none of that had anything to do with this. Keiichi just casually taking this future, career talent pitcher and turning him into someone who spends his entire day at fucking maid cafes.
Victory at any cost.
Victory at any cost, I suppose. Until later. For now, just play the game the way I described it. With that, I just turned on my heel and made her leave the bathroom. And then Kameda-kun stopped me.
Wait. At least tell me your name.
Who, me? My name is Keiichi. Keiichi Maebara. No. Kinda didn't feel like using my real name. Anyway, maybe I should lie to him and use a code name. Just call me K.
K.
Wait, was that actually an embarrassing name? I left the bathroom behind me at a quick pace, hiding my embarrassment. But from what I heard later, apparently I looked quite gallant coming out like that.
Sadako to Keiichi-san. How did things go?
Keiichi to Sadako. I hope none of that awakens anything in me. Negotiation successful. We settled on he and I getting an all-you-can-eat dessert at Angel Mort. Mion, no problem, right?
2 guests for Angel Mort's all-you-can-eat dessert. Roger that. I'll set it up. I am actually quite interested in how you negotiated with him.
Rika, please believe me when I tell you this. No, you are not.
They had a really fun talk about how delicious dessert is, probably. Probably. Ah.
Rena, why don't you tell us your feelings on dessert?
Oh, I want to fuck it.
Wasn't ready for it. I just wasn't ready. See, now you're on your A game. After that, the game started again. Enter the batter's box as a pinch hitter in place of Mion. But all the pieces were already in place. Vroom! The straight pitch whipped by me like a bullet, true to its name. Camera people raised their voices in wonder and clicked their shutters.
Sharp pitch as always.
He's really going places this summer, isn't he?
That golf club pinch hitter is standing straight up, too.
But doesn't Kameda-kun look a little strange?
Like he's got a cold sweat.
I patted my shoulders with my bat and sneered at him in a relaxed voice. What's wrong, Kameda-kun? Not feeling well today?
Ugh.
I couldn't swing at the ball because I was too busy laughing at it. Was that all you got?
You little...
Vroom! The next pitch with the same incredible speed as before. Curved sharply, could have thrown off the batter's skill. But Keiichi didn't move at all. He just watched cool. Who was narrating right now? This is so different. I hate this. He just watched coolly. You don't need any little tricks on a straight pitch, Kameda-kun. Do people fall for those curves a lot? Batters around here, that is.
Ugh.
Both the reporters and all the people watching noticed something strange here. Was Ooshima's Kameda, the pitcher who conquered Koshien, losing the mental battle? Next straight pitch had incredible speed again, but it went a little wild. It was a ball. I snorted, not even bothering to get ready for it. What's up, Kameda-kun? Scared of going right down the middle? Everyone calls you the best. You'd never walk the batter, would you?
Shit.
Murmur, 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 murmur. The abnormal, unexpected situation spread confusion throughout the reporters. That is... Who is this Keiichi Maebara? How can he be so relaxed when faced with that supreme fastball?
He's just bluffing. He knows he can't win. Kameda would never throw a ball that an insincere guy like that could hit.
No, I don't think it's a bluff. Say that at a high level, you can see right through others. Kameda is without a doubt one of the best, which must mean that he could see right through that mysterious man's true value. The really business person looking guy took off his sunglasses and gazed upon Keiichi.
Is this... Could it be?
The idiot pinch hitter came in cheering them on with a golf club. Was actually a genius?
I'm sure baseball has long since lost its charm for him, and now he's trying to switch over to golf.
A genius slugger, making a transfer into the golf world. Transfer.
This is painfully common knowledge in the golf world.
What a tremendous loss for baseball. Stop the presses. We're changing up our sports columns. Vroom.
Ball. Now it's a full count.
Murmur, 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 murmur. The success of production was, of course, all being dramatized by Sadako. Big shots constantly had their eyes on Kameda-kun. If he were to lose easily, they knew the match would have been fixed. Perhaps she wanted this little play of ours to create a mood where it wouldn't be strange for him to lose, but... Sadako, isn't this going too far?
Oh, do your best now, Keiichi-san. Today this game, tomorrow all of baseball.
I don't want any scouts actually coming after me, please. I'm terrified of what could happen when the jig is up. Can't be making nervous faces right now.
In before the dramatic arc of the remaining 5 chapters of the game are Sadako and Keiichi cheating their way up through the baseball world.
Ball, based on balls. Oh, have you gotten scared, Kameda-kun? I thought you were better than this. Kameda-kun hung his head in feigned dejection. Kei-san.
Oh. Kei-san, I did all this according to plan, right?
Yeah. Well done, Kameda-kun. Keep going like this for the next batter. Let's wrap this thing up and then...
We'll go get all we can eat.
Grin. Kameda-kun and I exchanged evil smiles. For some reason, there were a lot of camera flashes right then. Seemed like our dear journalist friends took it as 2 worthy rivals smiling to acknowledge each other's strength. As I trotted over to first base, the camera flashes continued almost to the point where they were annoying. When I got to first base, one of the reporters came over for an interview.
Maebara-kun, do you plan on settling the score with Kameda-kun and Koshian?
Ugh, things seem like they're about to get too big for me. Maybe I should just be honest and confess I'm not really into baseball. Koshian? I've never been interested in Japanese baseball. Sorry. Whoa! This man, right from the start, he was always aiming for the world! He might become Japan's first ever big leaguer! What? Conversation was getting fantastically out of hand. Oh, I don't care anymore. I'll strike a guts pose for the cameras in desperation.
Yes! Kei-chan got on base just as planned. Next, Sadako-chan is at bat.
And turns out, the entire time, the person playing third base, Ichiro.
What will she do? What will she do?
All right, then. Time to get that walk-off home run and win it all.
Sadako stepped up to the plate, waving the bat around. Reporters couldn't hold back their laughter, maybe because they'd just seen this battle with me.
Maebara-kun finally got on base, but now it's all over.
I see, so this is why Kameda-kun intentionally walked him. He didn't even fight it, he waited for an easier opponent for the final out.
But to avoid a direct confrontation like that, we cannot make light of it. That Keiichi Maebara.
All right, come on now, Kameda-san.
You making fun of me? Who do you think I am, anyway? Keisa, no. Maebara-san was one thing, but you think I'll lose to the likes of you.
Whenever this girl stepped up to bat, she had swung wildly and missed, striking out at every time.
This might sound rude, but however much Kameda-kun holds back, I don't think she'll be able to hit a home run.
I could hear the reporters declaring that there was no way a comeback would happen. Wait, what? Sadako, she swung wildly and missed every single time she stepped up to bat? Vroom! She swung after the sound had ended, completely mistiming it. I could hear disappointed voices coming from those rooting for Hinamizawa. Wait, what is your plan, Sadako? It's only natural.
To hit the walk-off home run, of course.
Oh! Oh. What? Every single batter is struck out, right? Even if worse came to worse, no one could get a hit. That's why it didn't sound strange when Kameda-kun said this.
I can't take it seriously with someone like you. I'll give you a chance. I'll throw the next one slow and underhanded. I'll let you get a hit or two so you can go home and brag to mommy.
Of course, these lines were all part of the plot, too. From out of the corner of his eye, Kameda-kun gives me a look. Is that all right? Yeah, you did great. You looked very natural. Kameda, you are a splendid actor.
Oh no, compared to Kei-san, I'm nothing.
I really hope this doesn't awaken anything in me. Even that exchange was seen as heated and enthusiastic by the reporters.
But Kei-san, however slowly I pitch, can this girl really hit it?
Don't worry and throw the ball as we planned. I think I've got a good idea of how this will turn out. Our exchange over, Kameda-kun moved from set position into pitching stance.
Come then. Oh,
Come then, throw your merciful pitch. I'll hit a huge home run off of it.
She had struck out every time she was at bat. When I heard that, my vague ideas became firm beliefs. And out of Kameda-kun's hand comes a slow, lazy pitch as though they were playing catch. Normal people would probably be able to hit it, but for Sadako, had been striking out the whole time. Just when people started to think that way, the members of our club realized that Sadako's trap had begun. It was true. Striking out constantly all day had been laying the groundwork for this moment. An act. All to make it feel like Kameda-kun letting off the gas wasn't strange at all. Which meant, in other words, that Sadako... Crack! Whoa! She got it! Look at it go! I don't even...
Oh, I don't even need to run, do I?
The super huge home run Sadako hit disappeared over the roof of the school. The reporters lost their words at the sight. And then roars of applause! Despite this being what we'd anticipated, I can't help but stare in mute amazement at the gorgeous home run.
I'm actually the star of the Okonomiya Fighters, you dumb bitch. Oh.
You see this? Welcome to the gun show, motherfucker.
Sadako just strutting around the bases while flipping the bird. Sadako strutted over to first base.
Come on, what are you doing, Keiichi-san? Second base is that way.
Sadako, you're really good at baseball, you know. Sadako grinned, showing her fang-like canines in reply. Come to think of it, she played baseball with a lot with Tomi-Takun and the others during lunch, didn't she? The fact that they always invited her to play meant she was by no means bad at it. You purposely struck out all those times since before Kameda-kun even got here? You really got something for every occasion, huh?
I say this all the time, do I not? I only have one trap. And when everything is about to come to a conclusion, it's enough that I don't even have to worry about it.
Oh, goddamn, that sounded like kind of cool, actually. Basically, she was just bragging about hitting the ball, but when Sadako did it, it looked so cool! We crossed home plate in order, me then Sadako, and completed our walk-off home run. Our teammates welcomed us back with their blessings.
Maebara-san, that was amazing. Totally cool. I never thought it would happen.
Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun praised me. How about that, Tomita-kun? Oh, how about that, Tomita-kun, Okamura-kun? I turned things around just fine.
Rena thinks you were cool too. Good work.
It was nothing. I briskly clapped my hand against Rena's outstretched palm.
Sadako did brilliantly too. She gave us a spectacular ending.
Who do you think I am?
Man, I cannot underestimate her. Sadako Hojo. Running for your life from Sadako Hojo.
Kei-chan was great too. Winning Kameda over like that. He is a magician of words.
Yeah, you're right. That is his superpower, right? Being able to go to any lengths to talk himself through any situation.
He only put points into charisma. Rika-chan, I don't think that's a compliment.
So wait, where's the person who also had a Sprite with the uniform? Where is he? I need to know what the fuck that kid's deal is. Has he always been hanging out with us? Do I know him? None of us remarked on it, but it's super weird when people other than us get Sprites, right? Like, sure, they're there, but they're not really there, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the main character.
But really, only Keiichi-san could have pulled off such a drastic move. I wouldn't have been able to do it myself. I would very much like you to teach me sometime.
If Sadako learned such displays of power, that's terrifying even to imagine. I'd prefer if you didn't mimic me. So here's what you do. First, you stride up to the urinal directly next to them.
Uh-huh. Why, wouldn't you normally leave a gap there?
Well, yes, but it's about displaying power.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
After declaring the match over, the umpire came to us. Oh, you were the umpire! Okay.
Well, I never. You actually won. I'm shocked. We said Sadako could hit it, didn't we? You didn't believe us at all.
The umpire scratched his head apologetically and apologized to Sadako, smiling dryly.
And Keiichi-kun was amazing too, wasn't he? Keiichi-kun is actually the most reliable person here.
Yeah, Keiichi would show up literally at the drop of a hat to kill someone for us, no questions.
Well, when I saw him come in with that golf club, I certainly had my doubts, but
Okay, so
that breathtaking battle against Kameda-kun had me on the edge of my seat.
this is an adult, not another kid.
Seems like it.
Okay, so an adult who's the umpire. Are you...
Can't you tell he's an adult? He's like
The
1
same
inch
size
taller.
as
He's like
everyone
1
else.
inch taller.
the same size as everyone else? Alright, who would you be then? If you're... So what adults have we not had sprites for yet? You haven't had one for, like, the mayor. Right? Maybe Mayor Kimiyoshi likes to, play baseball.
And has maintained incredible youthful good looks.
Yeah, perhaps. I don't know, Tomatake's looking really good for his age. Which is redacted.
Isn't Tomitake like in his 20s or something?
Yeah, for his age.
I was gonna say,
Practically retired.
you can't say that about someone younger than me.
I know, it's so good. Right, that breathtaking farce. I quirked a wry smile. Smile? Not even the Buddha would have realized that while everyone thought this was a fair match, Kameda-kun and I were thinking about our evil dessert violating ways.
Excuse me, Coach. You remember your promise, do you not? Yeah, this is... Guess I have no choice. We did it. Keiichi-kun, this means we're having a barbecue meetup tomorrow.
Rena clapped her hands, and we all began to dance with joy. Tomita-kun and our other teammates were jumping up and down, too. What's that about, a barbecue meetup? Hey, wait, what on earth are you talking about?
Oh! We made it a promise that if we won today's game, he'd treat us to a barbecue party with all kinds of high-class meats. Wasn't looking good for a while when Kameda-kun appeared, but thanks to Keiichi-san, we've won that privilege.
I see, so that's what this is about. So he's from Hinamizawa, he's an adult we haven't seen before. Or haven't had a sprite of before. Is that Rena's dad?
Who knows?
It's not Mion's dad. Rena's dad would be one. Sadako's uncle? No, that doesn't seem right either. The principal? Is that the principal? No. That's what this is about. It's certainly not a game we could have lost. Not with a barbecue on the line.
Irie's big wallet will be so sad. So sad.
Irie.
Where have we heard that name?
Where have we heard that name before? We have, haven't we?
Yeah. I wonder if
Are you
got
gonna
it in
help
there.
me, or am I
No,
gonna?
I'm just gonna let you hang here.
Okay. Because I
You've
don't
got
remember
notes.
where we've. That's the name of the clinic, right?
It sure is.
Yeah. So, is that the doctor at the clinic?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
there we go.
that's the doctor who runs the Irie clinic. He's the doctor in town here in Hinamizawa.
And coaches the baseball team.
Yeah, he manages the local baseball team as well as being the doctor, and he is the one that Keiichi saw when he went to the clinic.
Oh, okay.
In like Act 1. He didn't have a Sprite back then.
Because it would be weird for him
Because
to
it'd
have
be
his
weird for him
baseball
to have a
sprite.
Sprite at that time. But yeah, he's a doctor who is also a baseball maniac.
Uh-huh.
Runs the local baseball team, and
Okay.
that's him.
Okay. Cool.
So now you know.
There we go. We got there.
You're right about that, but I did make a promise.
So that means that Mio works for him?
Yep.
Okay.
Mio is his nurse.
Okay, there we go. This is Mion's line.
When we eat, we do it without any mercy. We need to feed our growing bodies, after all. All right, everyone. Tomorrow, we dine like kings.
Yeah!
Except for Keiichi. He can dine like a queen.
What? I've been meaning to ask about that. When you start meetings with girls and gays, can we also include me in that? Girls and gays and also Keiichi?
Keiichi, you were already included.
By which part?
That's up to you.
Which part? Shouts out to whoever did that original piece of artwork. I don't remember where that came from. Ugh. All the members of the Hinamizawa fighters raised their fists high in the air and cheered. Rika-chan was petting the head of the umpire, who was smiling painfully at the elf kilter remarks. He gave her his head and looked like he was about to cry. Looked like the price of victory would be pretty big.
You beat me, but I have no choice since I promised. Guess I should go shopping for some meat. Coach, get some grade A beef like you promised. We won't forgive you if you buy nothing but vegetables to keep it cheap.
The umpire, whom they were calling Coach, grinned dryly, crestfallen. Umpire? Coach? The uniform he was wearing had Hinamizawa Fighters written on it. Oh, so he's not just the umpire, he was actually our team's coach.
Maebara-kun, is that all right? Can I call you that?
Huh? Oh yeah, sure.
This comeback wouldn't have happened were it not for you getting on base. Please, come to tomorrow's barbecue. No, besides that, would you please consider joining the team? If you were with us, we could dominate the whole prefecture. Coach, let's leave that aside for now.
You should be more worried about your wallet.
Despite the coach being an adult, everyone seemed to get along very well with him. Coach, huh?
Pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Irie, coach and manager of the Hinamizawa Fighters.
He extended his hand to me. I firmly grasped it with my own in reply. I am Maebara. Nice to meet you. Then the coach took his other hand and began to stroke mine softly.
What smooth hands you have. Such a narrow grain, and you truly take good care of them. Silky smooth.
Huh? Hey, wait a moment.
I must strictly instruct our maids to take this good care of their skin as well, and punish the bad ones who don't.
Maids? Maids, what are you talking about?
Such velvety hands, I just want to put them to work.
The coach's eyes were spellbound, and as his delusions floated through his very original magical universe, he made a supremely satisfied smile. How do I put this? Who the fuck is this guy?
You look so flustered. Our coach is a little strange, but he's really funny, you know? You know?
I felt like you couldn't measure him by saying strange or funny. I just really didn't think we'd get along. Snap! The other self in my mind made a witty retort for some reason.
Come on, settle down already. Making Keiichi-san uncomfortable.
Silky smooth.
The coach didn't try to take his hands off mine until Sadako hit him with a threefold wash bucket attack, causing him to faint.
And yeah, he's also really creepy.
A fucking creeper? God damn it. My world, my country for some responsible adults. Achievement, New Horizons. Discovered something new about yourself. See, I told you! It's an allegory! The strawberry cake is an allegory! Sadako's trap course. Oh, he has like a normaler sprite when... Okay, I see. It was a peaceful lunch break. Thud, clatter, splash! What was that?
I just heard something really loud from the hallway. What was it? What was it?
We rushed into the hallway, and to our surprise, Coach was there with a water bucket overturned on his head.
Coach, are you okay?
Oh, look, he's got a normal outfit now.
Man, you sure got me. Hello, everyone.
Wow! Not only did he just get a sprite, he's also in the rarefied territory of having two sprites. Two outfits. That's... Most adult characters don't get two outfits.
Yeah?
That's pretty important. Coach greets us, cool and calm. What's going on, Coach? You don't come to school very much.
Well, I do come here once a week as part of my job. It had been quiet here for a while, but I totally let my guard down. Sadako-chan's little tricks always come when you least expect them. Will you be okay in those clothes? Oh, I'm fine. I was just thinking of taking a nice bath, so this is actually cooling me off. You sure are calm, Coach. In fact, you never get mad. It really makes you come off as an adult.
She was right. If I were Coach, I would have started running around with the bucket still in my head looking for her. His adult way of not getting mad at every little child's prank was admirable.
Listen, Maebara-san, with things like this, changing your perspective just a little can make it either irritating or pleasant. It's all about how you react to it.
Some secret trick to staying so calm after getting hit in the head with a bucket filled with water. I'm begging you, tell me.
For example, let's say there was this old and traditional family, dating back to the Meiji era.
Why did the music cut out all of a sudden? Alright?
And let's say they had many maids under their employ.
Okay.
Being a large house, of course, they have all kinds of maids, from the veteran ones who turned mean and don't want to give up their jobs, to the young ones full of energy. See, can you imagine that?
Alright, Miss Kobayashi.
Yes. Yes.
A space filled with dreamy maids in pink and peach adorned with frills and headbands, with Coach at the center, began to spread out before me.
The newer maids, with all their youthful vitality, giving everything they have to please their master. But the older maids won't allow that to happen. They find fault with everything they do, bullying them and tormenting them all day long. Look, there's still so much dust here. Oh, I'm so sorry. Do it over. Splash. A bucket falls upside down on the maid. She's soaking wet and she wants to cry, but still puts on a brave face. Maids.
You've got, like, a whole anime in your head, huh?
I don't get it, but it sounds fun. Maybe Rena should be a maid too. Jeez, stop. You've even infected Rena.
Don't you have a maid outfit in your locker, Mion?
Obviously. And you, Kei-chan. Don't go getting lost forever in Coach's world.
If not for this character trait, Coach would be a pretty good person too, you know. Also, hi, I showed up.
One Sadako Hojo-san sighted. I say, Sadako-san, what is this? I say, look at all this dust. I say, it's time for you to be punished.
What? Yeah.
Coach plucked Sadako up and started giving her a spanking. What?
Sadako-chan, you're so cute.
What? We're just letting an adult spank... A, spank someone, and B, spank someone else's child? I feel like there are two different things we need to address here. I know it's the 80s, but come on! Sadako could put traps together with such brilliant predictions. So strange how she can't predict the very end, though.
Is it? I think Sadako-chan wanted this to happen. She wanted it.
Rena, you shouldn't be saying that people who get abused are are asking for it, okay? That's not healthy. Sadako wanted this outcome. What do you mean by that?
When she plays pranks on people like this, they always get mad and chase her around. Don't you think it's like a form of communication?
Like she just wants them to pay attention to her? Sounds like a terrible way to communicate. Don't people normally say hello to one another?
Oh, Keiichi-kun, haven't you heard of it before? People who play lots of pranks are actually lonely and want people to pay attention to them.
Yeah, that sounds like a really broad and sweeping statement about a lot of people, and I'm sure it works 100% of the time. I'm actually all in on this. Rena gave a cool smile and, laughing abruptly, explained.
That's what I mean. If Sadako-chan plays a trick on someone, she wants them to get mad or laugh and chase her. It's kind of like a kitty biting you softly. Don't you think it's cute?
It's alright. They'll
definitely be surprised right here and jump backwards. So I put it in this spot. It'll work for certain.
Sadako, regaling us with her trap philosophy, was improving the already brutal trap hell on the mountain. Why are you trapping this one trail? That doesn't seem to go anywhere? Do we know that this trail goes anywhere? It goes to somewhere with a single phone booth that Keiichi gets strangled at.
Does it?
It might just be background reuse.
Okay,
yeah.
So I was gonna say I don't think that Keiichi was on a trail in the mountains in that scene.
No,
I think
but
he
we
was
did have
running
this
through the
background
road.
used for that. So it might just be it might just be background reuse, which fine.
Yeah, I think it's explicitly Keiichi was running through the road, right?
In chapter 1?
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm misremembering, but
maybe. Rena was right, and her traps are to get people to pay attention to her. All these traps on this mountain were basically a crystallized form of those feelings. Alone with Rika-chan, setting up trap after trap after trap in the mountains. Always waiting for someone to fall into them. Hey, question. You don't have a barrel full of oil that'll burn someone alive in one of these traps, do you?
What? Depends on who's asking.
But no one needed to come to this mountain in the first place. Without a doubt, she and Rika-chan had spent a lot of time imagining how victims caught in their traps would react. Sadako separated for so long from her beloved Nini, Satoshi. With her stubbornness, she never once said that she wanted him to come home. But all the traps sleeping on the mountain told me how Sadako really felt.
Keiichi-san, are you listening?
Oh, sorry about that. What'd you say?
All you have to do is pound one nail into the tree trunk like this, and it's already a great trap. If you trip up right there and smack your forehead into it, it would really hurt.
A human hammer pushing a nail into your forehead? Yeah, that sounds painful.
If it was someone really, really evil, this trap could put him to death. I do so look forward to seeing what sort of villain gets caught by it.
Did Tomatake get cartoon snatched up by a rope and then... I don't think that's what happened.
It's been Sadako accidentally doing the killings every year.
Just 100% by accident. No, I don't believe that's the case. I do think that's a false, that's kind of a red herring, but still, that's really funny to think about. Why do you keep glancing at me like that? You saying you want me to fall for it? I could get really badly hurt, you know. Maybe you shouldn't be using this trap.
Is that so? I'm sure I can't use traps without love behind them. Then I'll just move the nail here so if the villain really reforms their behavior, they won't get caught by it.
Without love, the traps cannot work? Interesting theory, Sadako. Sadako immersed herself in adjusting the nail's position. Traps of love, huh? Maybe Coach was right. Just by reacting a little differently, everything changes. Come to think of it, maybe you can feel humor and warmth even in Sadako's traps, even when Sadako's traps get you.
All finished. Now it's absolutely perfect where it is. What do you think, Keiichi-san?
Yeah. It's perfect. I hope a villain comes along and gets caught by this trap.
Oh, no. Of course, it'd be better if that didn't happen. Do you want to test it for me?
No! I don't want another concussion, Sadako.
What do you mean, another? Oh, he's beginning to remember.
Looks a little painful, but I considered coming here sometime and getting caught in it. Anyway. Sure happy with my understanding of how people love one another now.
Yeah.
This will never turn out badly. Thanks for watching this episode, everyone. We're hoping you're having a great time with this. That was the Studio Key episode. Ugh. I know I said she could kill someone as a treat, but still, this is gonna really suck for SK, isn't it? Let me know if you agree with me about the subtext to the whole cake bit, okay? I feel like there's subtext there. It's not just about dessert.
Yeah, it's not. It's clearly a sex thing, and thus has nothing to do with gender and being trans.
Think about what you just said.
Yeah?
All right.
I don't get it.
Because sex has nothing to do with one's gender or how they see themselves. Because... yeah, no, that's perfectly cogent. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Hey, bye.
Peace.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.